electric boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Oh, you don't let the ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time to light your fires for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn a thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn a thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only a day. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this. Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down, my head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping
Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you. You could have chosen to be anywhere, but you chose to be right here. Thankful for each of you. It is noon o'clock, May 2nd. May 2nd. Can you guys believe that? It's May 2nd. Summer is starting. It's insane. Good to see you all in chat. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. We got a lot to talk about. Some bombshells that dropped this morning from JLR's chat, JLR talking about it. And last night, there was a lot of people uh, viewing to see if those pants were Sebastians. Were they not? In Terry's room. So got a lot to talk about. Jessica, thank you so much. My day just got better. Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. That is so sweet of you. Thank you, my love. I really do appreciate this. Let's a round of applause here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate you. Little Texas Tornado, one of the OGs of the OGs. Thank you so much, my love. 17 months. Robin, welcome, my friends. I really do appreciate you. You're now a pearl. They look so good on you. They really do. And Chaos and Roses, welcome, my friend. Thank you so much. You're now a pearl as well. Thank you so much, my friend. And Shannon, 3 months. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really do appreciate you. All right. So, this morning, JLR uh showed Katie's mom and grandmother that I don't know if one or both, help me out here, one or both is allegedly, I'm just going to say allegedly because I have not been able to verify this and I don't want to, uh, an RSO is, has anyone been able to verify that? Yikes. 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 Grandma only, Karen says. Okay. So allegedly, Katie's grandmother, Katie's grandmother, an RSO is a registered offender. Registered offender. Oy vey. Level 3. I watched JLR. Katie's. Just when you think it, oh my God, what is, yeah, so that's what I was thinking. It would be Katie's mother, allegedly, right? Right, Sebastian's grandmother. Right. Okay. I was thinking it wouldn't sound right if it was her grandmother, I don't think. More like her mother. That would be Sebastian's grandmother. Yeah. So just please use allegedly in here because I have not been able to verify that. Um, I just learned it before I came on the air, actually. Is Katie's mom is yes. Katie's mom, Sebastian's grandmother, is allegedly a registered S offender level 3. Yeah. Um, in the state of Virginia, let's see what a registered 3 is. a here. Okay, so a tier 3 offense include any sex offense of which a person has been convicted or an attempt or conspiracy to commit such an offense that involves, hold on. Is this for the state of Virginia? Because I want to look at this. Okay, look at this. I want to show you guys this. This just kind of caught me off guard. I was looking to see what a tier 3, what's a tier 3 offense related? Any sex offense that is punishable by more than 1 year of jail, and the offender has at least prior convictions of a tier 2 S offense and previously became a tier 2 S offense is a tier 3 offense. Okay, this is the important part. A tier 3 offense includes any sex offense for which a person has been convicted or attempted to conspiracy to commit such an offense that involves 1. Non-parental kidnapping of a minor. 2. Sex act on another by force or threat. 3. Sexual act with another who has been rendered unconscious or involuntarily drugged or who is otherwise incapable uh being alert the nat in the nature of the conduct or declining to participate to be participate, or 4. Sexual contact with a minor 12 years of age or younger, including offenses that cover sexual touching or contact with intimate parts of the body, either directly or or through clothing. So it can even be for like kidnapping or something, right? Wow. Shannon, thank you so much, my love, for 3 months. That is absolutely amazing, my dear. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Carmelita Dorsey, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you for your support. Keeping us trucking over here. Thank you. It means so much to me. You are welcome. Well, just when you feel like this just can't get any. I know. I know, Jeannie. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. So what do you guys think about the pants? Do you think it's okay? Well, let's start here. So remember, we have been talking about the last few days if that photo is Sebastian. Is it? Nothing has came of it that we are aware of, right? He hasn't been found that we are aware of. So is that Sebastian Rogers, or is it a fake picture of Sebastian Rogers? Is it an old picture that could have been, you know, edited? Because if Sebastian is in that photo in real life and it's not edited, right? Nothing like that. If that is not going on, If he is in that picture, then those pants are not his, right? Because he would be, you know, somewhere else. And most likely, you know, he would be alive. And we pray that he is. But, they were black pants. Seth is in North Carolina right now. That's interesting. I think they're probably he's probably with the PIs from what I understand, right? Seth left North Carolina. In my opinion, it wasn't a legit sighting. I agree. I agree. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't feel like that photo is legit. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Um, Thank you, Chaos. Thank you, my dear. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. I sure hope TBI is doing their due diligence processing those pants and blob of stuff. What do you mean blob of stuff? Am I missing out something here? Last night I was watching Terry while this was going on, but her connection was really bad where she was, right? And every time I would watch it, it would just like freeze. So then I would kind of wait a minute, but it sometimes wouldn't come back. So I would, move to something else, and then I would come back. So that is exactly right. Sebastian has gained a lot of family. He has love. Um, isn't that the truth whistle? Weirdos coming out of the woodwork. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. And it's like this only happens in Tennessee. What is up with it? What is up with it? I believe Seth went to see if any of the video footage could have uh yes. And listen, where this was found, right? Or where this picture was allegedly taken. This was a paid nature type facility. So it's they're going to have some video, right? I'm sure they're going to have some video. Hopefully it hasn't, because after some time the video or the data, it is copied over again, right? So you'll lose it within sometimes you'll lose it within a few days, sometimes you'll lose it within a week, sometimes a couple weeks, even sometimes as you can wait as long as a month. It just depends how much data their their camera system is able to hold. Um the stuff there. So there was, okay, I missed that part, Ramona. So actual there was stuff rolled up. If those are his, who is planting them? Question. It was a crazy live. It was a crazy live. And Terry, she's like, I am not going anywhere at all until y'all get here. And she was so exhausted last night. I felt she had had like an hour of sleep. The cop wouldn't get his uniform wet. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The the cop didn't want to get his pants and shoes wet. Oh, bless his little heart. Um, Jesus. The male officer didn't want to get his shoes wet. Female supervisor had to come retrieve the pants. Seriously, the female supervisor had to come and do that. That's crazy. It does seem to be another rabbit hole. And this is the thing, everyone, there's not. Oh, so we're getting a call. 1 second. 540. Thank you for calling.
Yes, Justin, this is Wanda
Hey,
from
Wanda.
Virginia. I've been watching you, and I love you dearly.
Thank you.
Love your makeup. You're
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
I was very. I feel like that the picture showed up because somebody was getting too close to finding Seth, to finding Sebastian. And so what they did is they came up with this picture to throw everybody off and get them off the search.
Mm.
That's just my opinion. But
You-
that's the way I feel. I feel like all of a sudden this came out to distract everybody again and get them away from searching.
Well, I think it's. I mean, my opinion is I think it may have played a role in the Seth interview. The next day it dropped after Seth had that big explosive interview, being rude to Trish from Web Sleuths, just being
Right.
horrible to all of them. Uh, it does seem like there are people trying to distract, for sure. What are they trying to distract from? That's the debatable part.
Right. And
So
that was just my theory that I've been thinking about it because I thought, it's funny, the picture comes out
I
and
mean,
everybody's
Chris,
searching, and then all of a
Chris,
sudden it's like everything gets distracted from that.
yeah,
And so then everybody runs to North Carolina because they think that that's where it is.
yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think that is a legitimate photo.
I don't either.
And even if it is a legitimate photo, I don't think it's Sebastian. I mean,
I do not believe that either.
I think personally that something happened in that house,
I
and
do too.
someone,
And I don't think he came out alive.
yeah, yeah.
I feel like Chris was there and nobody knows about it because he knows too much about what went on.
Well, he
And he's been
certainly
for
talks
days.
like he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He certainly
And
talks like he was there. And that's what everyone's like, what's up? And some people will say, oh, well, he's just talking for his wife. Well, your wife has a mouth. She has a mouth.
exactly.
Let her
It's like
use
he
it.
don't want her to talk because he's afraid she's gonna mess up.
Bingo. Bingo. That's
He's
exactly
afraid she's
right.
gonna say something that is gonna lead back to them, and he's trying to keep her shut up so that he can control the narrative, and he knows what to say
Yep.
to keep it away from them.
Certainly does.
That's just the way I feel. But I feel like that he never came out alive, which is sad
I
because
agree.
he was such a beautiful boy. And I mean, I pray to God I'm wrong. I
Me
pray
too.
he's found safe because he has the most beautiful smile in the world. And I feel like he got mistreated when Chris was around. And it is obvious that Chris hated him. There's no way you can sit and talk about a child the
Yep.
way he talks about a child and not hate them.
I mean, I think Chris did not like him. I mean, I'll just be honest with you.
I don't believe it.
I do not feel like Chris liked Sebastian. I mean, were there could there have been good times in that house? Absolutely, there could have been good times in the house, and some calm times or whatever. But I think, especially as Sebastian was getting older, right? He's 15, you know,
Right.
15, 16. those are those are kind of like when you're starting to be a, you're growing up to be a man at those ages, right? You're really close
Exactly.
to getting there, and you're getting out of the youthfulness of uh being, you know young, and you're starting to get to that adult. You're you're at the finish line, for the kid part, I guess you could say. So it's like a transformation right along the 14 to 17 ages.
And I
So,
feel like that he made him wear diapers to school to humiliate him in front of people.
well, yeah, I mean,
That's exactly why he did it.
this man said Sebastian likes to use the bathroom for a better, for in his diaper, in his, he likes to use. And he said that multiple times, just in one interview, at least 3 to 4 times in one interview.
Exactly. And an autistic child, one thing they don't like, a lot of them don't like water.
Uh huh.
Because I have a friend that's autistic, he's 40, and he hates water.
Yeah.
He says that the water hurts him. And he can't stand to be dirty, but he can't stand to be wet either. And
Oh,
so
bless
I
his
feel
heart.
like that that Sebastian would have hated being in that diaper and being wet and knowing that he had to be in it. I feel like he would have wanted it off and over with. I don't feel like he would have wanted to wear it.
Well,
And it's sad that teachers can
mhm,
speak better of him than his own parents.
absolutely, absolutely. They, you know, Sebastian just wanted to be accepted. He just wanted some friends,
Exactly.
and you know, him knowing, he probably, wanted the friends and all of that, because he sees like the other, what we would consider like the cool kids in the school and stuff. And he, when you're not popular or you want friends, you want to be a part of that at that age. And him knowing that he is in making to be, to wear a diaper, that has to be, even if nobody else knows it, that has to be hard on his mental, of just
Exactly.
not being able to, it just breaks my heart, man.
It does mine too. Every time I see that picture of him smiling, he seems like such a good kid. He really does.
Yeah.
And yes, autistic can throw fits. Yes, our 40-year-old friend does it, and we have to. We're usually the only ones that can calm him down.
Yeah.
And but he'll calm down. You just have to talk and reason with him,
Right.
and he'll calm down. And he'll calm down. He might be mad and go to his room for a little bit, but he'll come back out and apologize and say I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean
Right.
it.
Well, we don't know what they're just overly stimulated at that time. And that is the
Right.
only way that they can deal with it, is just, it's just too much at that point. And and anybody can throw fits, autistic or not, and everybody has bad moments, bad days, so bless their hearts. It's, we got to give more grace to people.
I just
Yeah.
feel like he was so abused by Chris in that house. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
I feel like Chris was just straight out mean. Probably tried to humiliate him every chance he got in the house. Tried to bring him down. I just feel like that he was disgusting to him,
Yeah.
and that's sad.
Aunt Sherry just said at home boot camp. Yes. That's exactly what, if it,
Exactly.
and he was, they were in the military, right? They were in the Navy, and I bet you they ran it like a boot camp. Primrose says, I really think the pants were planted allegedly, especially the way they kept over clarifying the description, and absolutely not by Terry Lynn. Yeah, Terry would never do something like that for sure. Thank you, Primrose. Thank you, sweetheart. Uh,
Yeah. It,
did did you watch the pants video last night?
yes, yes.
You have
I
any
try to watch every video I can on there.
you have any thoughts about it?
I think that I don't think Terry. I don't know. I don't. I think they were playing it.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people seem to.
And I've heard that on that Terry Lynn interview, Chris kept denying that Katie had his glasses, but he would say, no, I don't think she's got his glasses. But it's weird that he would mention that, because why? Why wouldn't he have his glasses if he walked out of that house? Why wouldn't he? I
Yeah,
mean, it's like, the aliens came down and got him right at that point.
and left his glasses. I mean,
Exactly.
God, if they have his glasses, I mean, if they have his glasses, which we don't know, we have no idea. They're supposed
No.
to they're supposed
Yeah.
to be they're supposed to be on him, the glasses. But if they're not, for whatever reason, and his shoes are not missing, I mean, it's as clear as day if you ask me.
That's
Right.
the thing that right there told me something was crazy. Autistic will never, I've never known an autistic person to go barefooted. They hate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They just don't like it.
Yeah, I'm sure that that's the feeling, that wouldn't.
And especially since he had the ant, problem with the red ant. I just don't see him walking out of
No.
that door in 26-degree weather.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. I don't care if it's
Yeah.
86. I don't see him walking out there like that. Misty, thank you so much, my dear. I heard Chris describe Adidas black with white stripes on in interviews. I did too. That's actually what I've got on the cover photo here today. I think it was Terry Lynn's audio video. Then someone finds pants with
Yeah, and that's something
same
else.
description. That's
If he
not a
wasn't home,
coincidence. I agree.
how did he know exactly what pants he had on?
Yeah. What?
Because all Katie said was they were black pants. And he said, no, they weren't. They were the Adidas kind, like back in the 70s or 80s.
Now, refresh me, chat caller. I remember Chris saying that, but what kind of pants did Seth say he saw in the video? They were jeans, right? They were
Yeah.
jeans. So, okay, this is interesting. So if Sebastian was wearing jeans at the steakhouse, he had to go home and change his pants. Now,
Exactly.
did he change his shirt? I don't know. But this is just not making sense. Like, they know exactly what pants. Chris says he knows exactly what pants it is, but he doesn't know what shirt it is. It could be one of three different characters types on a shirt.
And how's it that he doesn't know that, but he knows exact pants?
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. How does he know that? How does he know they're the old Adidas style? Let me.
Exactly. And Katie didn't know that. She
Right.
just did blackface.
It's with white stripe. Hold on, let me show you these. Here, I want to show people. You guys have all seen them. You probably had a pair. They're coming back in style right now, very much so. Um, Let me just find this here. Something like this right here. Right. I mean, I had a pair of these when I was in, I think I got my first pair in middle school. I had a windbreaker style, and they were green, and they were the most comfortable type of pant I'd ever worn, even to this day, I think. And they were green, and they had like orange three stripes going down them, I think. Like hunter green with like three orange stripes. I thought I was the bomb. Not gonna... All right, caller, I'm getting another call. I'm gonna accept that call. Okay, thank you for calling.
All right. Thank you,
All right,
Justin. Love you,
love
honey.
you too. Bye bye.
Call from
Thank you.
Grandma.
607. Thank you for calling. Oops, call back 607. A lady named Holly was with Terry last night. Exactly, Justin. Chris sure couldn't be very clear about his shirt, but made a point to clarify in multiple interviews about the pants description. Just very suspicious, in my opinion. Yeah, he's very, very specific about Primrose. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate you, Cassie and Misty. Thank you so much for your comments and your support. That means so much. Thank you. Oops, let me get me unplugged. All right, 607. Thank you for calling.
This is YouTube Grandma.
Hey, YouTube Grandma.
How are you, Justin?
I
I
am.
want to tell you today that you're amazing
Oh, thank you.
and you always look smoking hot. I
Oh,
just gotta tell you that. I am
thank
a
you.
lady.
Thank.
Everybody in chat, you're amazing. My question is, Justin,
Mm-hmm.
is if they took a picture of Sebastian at that in South Carolina, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and he don't have glasses on, how did he get glasses on in that picture?
Well, no, no. I mean, we're assuming that he does have glasses. We're all assuming that he does have glasses. We was just talking about just a moment ago. Uh, Chris, they were saying Chris, like in one interview, he what didn't want to really discuss the glasses or something to that effect. Like when they was bringing it up, like,
Wasn't he nasty with Terry? What
oh
is
God, he was.
I couldn't finish listening to it, Justin. It just broke my heart. But she did not back down, did she?
No, no, she sure didn't. No, Terry's not going to back down. Just the absolute flirting of,
I know. I almost puked in my mouth. Not to be nasty or nothing, but that was gross.
yeah,
That was
uh
really gross. I just wanted to know about the glasses. I'm sorry my question was stupid, but
no, your question, no, there's no such thing as a stupid question. No, we
yeah.
need clarification sometimes, and that's the best thing to do. If you don't know or you want clarification, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Absolutely
Okay,
not.
can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
What's the deal with the pants? See, I haven't felt good for a few days, so I was, sorry, my tick.
Thank you, Sheila.
Um, hold on, what was I saying? Oh, what was I saying? Oh, about the pants again.
Yes, yes.
What's the update on the pants? Because I'm confused.
There is no update. Yeah, it's her volume's a little bit low. I don't, but um, but there is no.
My volume is low.
It's okay. That's okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. There is no update that they took them. They're going to, uh, I guess, test them, check them out, see if it's anything. So I guess the update is that it's just pending at this moment. Thank you, Jen. Thank you so much, dear.
Wh- Where, where did they find them? Do you know?
I don't know exactly the location that they were found. I don't know.
Okay.
Does anyone know how far away this was, where these pants were found? Because that was my question last night. Where is she? And the chat was just like boom, 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 boom. And then it kept freezing, uh, and all that. Hey, Sherry.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it because my phone kept freezing up, and then the one the live with uh um Mr. D had uh sorry, I just had to say that he he was
Yeah.
getting too nasty with her, and it triggered me.
Okay. They won't release
So
the location. They were bagged and tagged last night. So, uh, they,
that's understandable.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, honey, that's all my questions from
Okay.
this to Grandma. But
Thank you
again,
so much for
remember,
calling.
you're amazing, and we all thank you for what you do
Oh,
to
that's
keep
very
us on
kind.
top of this.
Thank you, my
I
dear.
mean, you have a wonderful day, and you guys have a wonderful, safe weekend.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye bye, honey. Very nice. Thank you, caller. Um, Jen, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you for your support. Have to listen to the interview again if you don't understand the flirting. Terry pausing it because she had a person helping come up with. What is it, baby kisses? Have to listen to the interview again if you don't understand the flirting in it. Terry pausing is because she had a person helping come up with, like, no, no, like, come up with what they were talking about. Is that what you mean? I wonder, uh since Chris says he knows what pants Sebastian had on, if Chris had been shown a picture of the pants that were found, and what his answer is or would be. Don't know, but the thing that I do find interesting is he is very certain, Chris is very certain about what pant that Sebastian was wearing. He's like black pants with the white down the side, like the Adidas, the old style Adidas. And but they cannot pinpoint the shirt. Why? I mean, at this point it feels like Chris was there and Katie wasn't. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, Chris, you're the one doing all the talking, acting like you were there the entire time. Where was Katie, the one working at St. Jude's on the crane? Was she the crane operator, Chris? Because he's the one saying everything. Hey, Mohawk, Terry did not retrieve the pants. She did not touch them. She waited for a supervisor to come. She absolutely, that is correct. And the sergeant collected them. She did not touch them. Did not touch them. ATS, nothing. Just talking about the pants, and Chris is the one that does all the talking like he was there. It's like I'm beginning to think Katie worked the crane, and Chris was at the house, but of course that's not true. But um Chris is stuck now. Does he admit yes, they are? Ties him to them. If they are Sebastian's pants, would it be foul play now? I mean, at this point, I don't think there's anything that they could. I mean, at this point, what you're going to say he ran away? You think you're going to say this kid ran away and he just hasn't been found on his own accord? Well, I'm going to tell you something. Within 5 miles of their house, it has been turned upside down and shaked like a good 5 times, right? And nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I mean, I don't I mean, that kid could not have gotten more than 5 miles barefooted without somebody seeing him. Somebody. Orange Wedge. Thank you so much. $1.90. Katie's mom in photo. No, this is not a picture of Katie's mom. This is a photo of, I don't know. Someone just sent it to me. I think it's the blob. They call this the blob. But it's not a picture of Katie's mom. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week. Okay, sorry. Me me being in law enforcement, I was so disappointed in how the male officer refused to get wet and cross the water. Mad respect to the female officer. Yes, because, I mean, that's, you know, if you're an officer, you've got to be there to serve the public. You're a servant for the public, right? That's what officers are. Um, to serve and protect and help. How far were the pants from the home? I have no idea. They're not keeping that. Guys, you can call in if you would like. 307-228-4906. Questions, comments, anything about this case. Um, we don't know if he was really barefoot. That could be a lie. I mean, it could be a lie. I think it would make them. I mean, is there a pair of, we don't know 100%. Absolutely. We don't know 100% that he was barefoot, but more likely than not, in my opinion, he was barefoot because his parents say he was barefoot, that no shoes are missing, that nothing is missing, right? Nothing. Yes, tiny paws. Yes. Kate, uh, Katie, her mom is allegedly a registered S offender level 3. How does that happen? Lacey, thank you so much for brightening up my day, even though it's a sad. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Lacey. I really appreciate that, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. Thank you, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I want to hear for whoever did this to Sebastian is
FBI, open up!
that right there. FBI, open up. Yeah, the cop told, thank you so much again, Lacey. It's very sweet of you. Yeah, the cop told Terry he didn't want to get his pants wet and told the supervisor put he had just put a crease in his pants. He's afraid of the moccasins and ticks. He shouldn't be a cop. Well, you know what? That's what you say, do it afraid. That's okay. You can be afraid. Do it afraid. You know. Um One of my sons, he was very terrified of heights when he was uh younger, and he would I was be okay, buddy. You know, we did like this thing where you're wearing a harness, and you're way up in the air, but you're wearing a harness, and I was like, buddy, it's safe. Look at everybody else. We've all done it, and they're not going to let anybody hurt you. Uh, you know, it's not going or not let it's not going to hurt you because they would get in trouble, right? And do it afraid. It's okay. It's okay to be afraid, but you still got to do it, right? And now he's fine with heights. I'm terrified of heights still, but I do it afraid, right? Misty, thank you so much. Can someone please post link to video and timestamp when C describes the black pants, white stripes, please? Um, I can tell you the most recent one is, I believe, with Web Sleuths the other night. I'm pretty sure it was with Web Sleuths the other night. Um, yes. Thank you so much for that, Misty. Thank you so much. He did talk about it in the first video. Yeah, maybe with Duchess. I think maybe. I don't bash law enforcement, but I would, however, bash the particular officer. Absolutely, absolutely. Like, Rusty. Like I always say, I completely support law enforcement, right? Overall, I completely back the blue. But there are some police officers out there of, you know, all ranks and levels that probably shouldn't be, and it's just with anything in any profession, right? You have some of the best uh police officers out there, and then you have some that just probably should pick a different job, different career. You just scared that when you knock on the door, I heard him yell, and I heard him yell. He said, "I will get my shoes wet." Oh yeah, the cop that wouldn't go into the water needs to go into a different line of work. Yeah, I agree. And it was at noon, so why be so afraid unless he was a blind cop? I don't know. What is it, Thought Criminal? What's on Fox 17? Uh, can't link it. Fox 17. Could you put a picture up of Katie's mom, please? I don't have a picture of. Maybe we do. Hold on. I see you. Do you have that photo? Is she here? I don't even know if she's here right now. Let me check something. Pop this down. Um, this was in JLR's. Let me check this. JLR. He might be. This was this morning. Okay, let me see here. Let me pop it up here and see. Okay. All right. Now, okay. I YouTube is a real winner lately. I'm telling you, it's just everything's falling apart on YouTube. It feels like. Hold on, guys. Let me refresh this. Give me 1 second. Boop 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 boop. Okay, I'll find it in just 1 second. Yeah, it sends a thing when it's screwing up, like when it's going on, and it's I don't know. All right, I think I might got it now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I got the picture. Let me show it to you. Found it. Got it. Let's me show it to you. 1 second. 2 seconds. This is the one that equally allegedly Francis. Was this the one? Hold on, guys. Let's see if it'll. That's the one. Anything that Chris says. Oh, hell no. She doesn't believe anything Chris says. She doesn't believe nothing Chris says. I reboot the chat and it goes way back, and I have to scroll to the current comments. There's a bunch of stuff going on. That's her Virginia registry. Yes, because she lives in the state of Virginia. Now, Katie had something happen when she was 19 years old. Now, the thing is, if it was that bad, how did she get into the military? Could you show Terry's video of the officer not wanting to get it? Um, I don't know the timestamp to that, Shaker Maker. If someone knows the timestamp to that, send it to me. Text it to this number. And her mom is named Deborah. 1 second, let me see if there's any more. I haven't verified any of this. Hold on, what's this? Oops. 1 second. Trying to look at JLR's video. See if there's. Does she? I mean, so is this allegedly the mother of Katie? Katie's mother? Now, JLR says it looks a lot like this woman. Let me find it here. Look at this. This is what JLR says. And I gotta kind of agree. It kind of does. What do y'all think? Look at this. The cop not going through the creek takes place over like half an hour. She hollers back and forth till he just arrives. Okay. Gotcha. They do look similar. Well, the one on the left is supposed to be allegedly Katie's mom. Um okay, someone just thank you for just texting me that. Okay. All right. Now, someone just wrote this on a YouTube group. I'll show it to you. Bear with me here. Um, we'll see if we can find that for you, Misty. Okay. Pop myself down here. You're welcome to call in, guys. 307-228-4906. Interesting that it's a straight shot from Hendersonville to Grandfather Mountain if you are traveling to Chesapeake, where Katie's mom and grandma live. I mean, this is becoming a little too conspiracy, in my opinion, but I just thank you for calling.
Hello, this is Eve from the Philadelphia area.
Hey, Eve.
Hey, I just noticed that there's two side by side.
Uh huh.
If you look at it, the woman in both pictures seems to be wearing a watch or I'm sorry, I think off the top of my head what was it, the Apple Watch.
Yeah, a smartwatch kind of thing.
Her arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then also she has things tied around her waist in both pictures, and women who do that tend to do that. Like, if you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't.
Right.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I also noticed that the way that she has her hair pulled back, like I have long hair, and I wear my hair up like that all the time, just so that it doesn't get knotted. And so it's kind of like really sticking out to me that she has her hair pulled back like that in so many pictures.
Oh, you're breaking up, dear.
I don't wear a watch.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, I don't wear a watch ever. Myself. And I would never tie anything around my waist like that. I'd never wear a belt like that, never tie anything around my waist like that. I would definitely wear my hair like that, and I always wear my hair like that. So unless I'm like getting dressed up for something. So
I wore things around my waist like that in school. In school, I would do that in school. Like if I had like a sweater or something, I would tie it around my waist. But I not as an adult. I don't do that. But I mean, they do have a lot of similarities for sure.
But not as an adult. I'm 42 now.
Yes.
So, I don't know. It's looking kind of close.
It's interesting. It's very interesting.
And the thing I think about Sebastian, if that is him in the picture, it looks like they just dyed his hair darker.
Who knows? Who knows?
Look at the picture of him with Santa Claus, and then look at there's another, like he had blonder hair before that.
Yeah. A lot of people there, they'll have blonde hair when they're younger, and as they get older, it darkens.
And it gets dark. Yeah, but it looks like it's actually dyed.
I mean,
Because it's like, if you look at it, it's an all over color.
yeah. I mean, but would Sebastian let his hair be dyed? You know what I mean? Would he?
I mean, if he didn't look in distress in the picture, so if they made up a story about where they were going, what they were doing, and to keep him away from the news, then I could totally see this happening with a 15-year-old autistic kid. My kid is 12, so I'm thinking, she's probably around the same mentality wise as Sebastian is, or socially wise, age wise. And I'm thinking that they could have told him a story. Hey, you're going on a trip, blah, blah, blah. Especially if he didn't want to go to, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but if he didn't want to make that custody change with Seth, his mom could have convinced him to go off with someone. And the other thing I wanted to bring up is that house that they have has a keypad entry. Now, when my parents bought their shore house, it had a keypad entry. And we didn't change it for a long time. And anyone who has worked in that house or done work in that house probably has a keypad. So that's another possibility. And then lastly, the other thing I was thinking was that what was it? He with I'm sorry, I totally forgot what I was going to say.
It's okay.
So
I do that all the time. I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, all the time.
Oh, I love your pajamas. If they're pajamas, I would totally wear those too.
Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you.
I hope it's pajamas and I'm not making.
They're not pajamas. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then I love it even more. I wish I could see the whole outfit.
Thank you, man. Thank you, my dear. All right.
So I'll keep watching, and maybe I'll call back. This is my first time ever calling into YouTube.
Oh, it's awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for calling and giving your opinion.
Thank you, and let me know if others think I'm crazy or think
No, not at all. Not at all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right.
Okay, this is Eve from Philadelphia.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
Eve.
day.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay, that's very interesting. Dan, I think you can add membership. If you members have memberships, please thank our sweet, sweet Dana for gifting those.
Yo, appreciate the gifted sub. Let's go.
There we go. All right. And we're going to need. Oops, 1 second. I'm just going to take this call. 206. Thank you for calling.
Hi there, this is Cassie Roku.
Hey, Cassie. How are you, dear?
Good.
Good.
Two things. Sebastian has a uneven haircut in the front, and there's like a little gap, and it's in all of his pictures. And the young man in the photo also has the same thing. And I do think he dyed his hair. But if you look at all his pictures, it's like an uneven and it's got a little dip in it.
Okay, let me see.
You know what I mean?
Like in the very front? Is that what you mean?
In the very front, yeah, like where his veins would be.
Yeah, it's like right there.
I can't see the TV.
Okay.
But yeah, if you know it, if you see it, you'll know it.
Right.
But they're
Okay.
in all his pictures, and then the young man, you can tell, has the same like edge cut
Here
on
we
his
go.
thing, and he's got that little one long. That would be like, you could tell that it's a long piece, and then the other side, so you could tell that was either watered down or sprayed down or something, but you could still see that that would have been a gap.
Now, are you looking at the camera now, or the screen now?
No,
Okay. I was going to say, I've got a photo up there. I think this is what you're talking about. It's
you can't unsee it after you see it.
yeah.
So you're probably right.
Yeah. Thank you, Dorsey. Um yeah,
They're in all his pictures.
yeah. Yeah, he's definitely got someone said what it was called the other day. I never knew what the front one was called. I mean, I have one in the back, like where my,
Yeah,
but I don't have
like a
one.
cowlick.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like where they used to grow the rat tails. You know what I mean? Like where
Yeah, right.
those ugly rat tail. Oh my god, those are the most horrible haircuts I think I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
Widow's Peak is what they're called.
Yeah,
Widow's
yeah,
Peak. Yeah.
yeah. And if you look at the young man in the photo, he has the same thing. He has the same uneven, and then it's that little piece that goes in.
Yeah. Now, to me, but it could also be the way this photo is. I personally don't think it's Sebastian, or I think it's a made up photo
It could,
personally. But
or it could be Sebastian in a fake picture.
sure. But Sebastian seems to have a very long neck, right? Look at this photo here. This person here, but it could be the way his neck is, he's not completely, if you're over like
Well, he's got
this
his head down,
versus like
so
this, yeah. Um, I mean, it could be. It could be. It's just so hard to say at this point.
right. Also, I do think they dyed his hair. Um, and it kind of has like a little dark tint to it with kind of like blue undertones. If you see it in the light, so they probably said, "Oh, this is a great, cool, thing." Show them a picture of it or something. You can give this a teenager and trying something cool. That's what the kids do at school. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you can convince. Also, Katie said that she got when he went missing, she got in the car and she drove around 45 minutes. That's, that's kind of odd that she says exactly 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I would drive 45 minutes from the house and search there, wherever that is, both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because she kept 45 minutes. So I would drive 45 minutes from the house and I would search that area on each way.
Good point, Thomas. Thomas says, "Why would someone pick this location if it could be debunked with CCTV they have there?" Very good point. That's another. I mean, that's a point. That's a good point. I mean, it's we have so much information in the world today, and yet we have so much information, it's confusing. You know what I mean? Like it's just there's so much out there that can things can be made up, and you know
I'm telling you, probably if you Googled what's the best redneck crime they ever got away with, probably summer whales.
yes, yes.
And so they could have watched some of it, because that's the if you talk in circles, get everybody confused, then they won't
Yes.
get it right.
Yeah, Yeah, that's just talk in circles like Don and Candace, and
Mhm.
nobody's gonna get it.
Right. But but it is easier to try to figure out Katie and Chris though, because you catch them in the lives.
Yeah,
So many,
yeah,
so many. But anyway, I would drive 45 minutes away from the home because she knew exactly 45 minutes.
yeah. So it would have to be about 20 minutes each way. So about 20 minutes technically, right? If you're going there and coming back.
I guess so. Yeah,
Yeah, so it'd be about 20 minutes. Yeah.
yeah.
So
How far is 20 minutes?
um I don't know how far you can get in 20 minutes from I'll look and see. Um is
And look up
Casey,
the map and see where that is.
yeah, yeah.
Beside the road or whatever that is. You just humor me.
All right, my love. Thank you so
Okay,
much for
thank you.
calling. Love you,
All
dear.
right.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
bye-bye. Oops, caller, you can call back 1 second. Margaret, love you from Scotland, Justin. Oh, love you too, my dear. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Very, very sweet of you. Um, what are the chances they are flying close to where the alleged photo was taken? I don't know. You know, Seth is in North Carolina today. I think it looks like him a lot. The eyebrows, the nose. Um, I mean it. You know, and this is the thing. This is the thing people can do now. You can take a photo.
Diana.
Thank you for calling. Hello, dear. You're
Hello?
live. Hello.
Am I?
You're live on the air.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
This is
How are you?
Diana.
Hi, Diana.
I'm calling from Florida,
Florida.
but I'm originally from New York, so that's the voice.
You're funny. I love New York.
Um, this case is it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
That it
I can't
is.
believe we're in 2024 and we just can't figure it out.
I know.
I mean,
It's like we're going to Mars in a couple years.
insane.
We're going to Mars
I
in a
know.
couple years, and we can't find out where like these kids are at. It's like why?
First of all, in Tennessee, TBI needs to hire some people. I mean, a lot. There's a lot of
Something.
missing people in the state of Tennessee.
A lot.
And they really screwed up in the Summer Wells case. I mean, look at, you had those parents that were just, oh my God.
Yep.
The inconsistency, and the same with the Proudfoot.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Just, I mean, it's, we all can see the inconsistencies in stories. Chris claims 100% he walked off the front porch. That's it. No other, not out the garage, not out the back door. And now they find pants. The picture looks like him. And, people think that, her family has them, which I can't get on board with.
Mm-mm.
Because
I can't either.
that's
That's
just odd.
well,
it's crazy.
especially how big this has gotten. Like they would have placed him in an area, right? Like close to a public area where he would just be found, right? Or something at this point. Because they're not going to keep him at this location and all of this pressure.
Yeah, I mean, if they hit him or somebody hit him, I think it just got too big, and now they're like, "Oh my God, we're screwed."
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's really like somebody from her family in the picture, and they found out, they're all going to prison.
Right.
So, I mean, so it's pointless. Why do it to keep him from Seth? There's other ways to keep him from Seth. Go to court.
Right.
And or some people have the theory that Chris didn't want him near Faith. Well, Chris lost that by acting like a total jackass online.
Well, Chris actually said that in the call with Terry. He said he did not want Sebastian around Faith. He said that, his own words.
He did. He did. And now, if Nina's recording this, which I hope she is, all his, when he comes up on panels and he's saying all this stuff, this nasty stuff, and he's yelling and he's screaming, they're not going to let that girl go into his house after all this. He's got a missing stepson, and the case is just weird.
It is.
So I feel bad for Seth because he sees this picture, and I know he believes that it is him, and I know they're looking into it. But for him to just be out at, what is kind of like a rest area? For him to just be out at a rest area in North Carolina.
It's at like a nature center where it's like kind of like a museum type thing.
Oh, okay.
And it's you have to pay to go there.
Oh, okay. I'm just going by what, I hear on the internet.
So I mean, if you have to pay to go there, there's going to be all kinds of videos inside there of this person walking around, I'm sure, looking
and
around.
It's not like it's in Washington State. It's
Right.
in North Carolina.
Right.
The state's right next to the
Sure.
state.
Yeah.
And so if you have to pay to go in this, and there's obviously other people there, not only did this lady take the picture, someone else was going to see him. And he's just walking around during the day.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see him just walking around during the day when he's literally around. His photo and is around the world at this point, right?
It is. It is. I mean, that would just be. I think we'd all be even the police would just be baffled.
That would be very bizarre.
I just hope it's solved because I feel like we're going down like a Watts rabbit hole, and I don't want to go down it.
Yeah, I feel like we're going down
all these little paths, this could be, or it could be this. I mean, Katie hasn't said anything in like over a week, so it's like, where is she? He's going on all kinds of panels, and he's flirting, and
what's that guy's name of the Scientology? David Miscrap. What's his name? David Miscavige. His wife has been missing like for, I don't know, like,
I know it's like 2016 or something.
Yeah, and it's like, is that Katie now? Like, Katie, come out. Are you missing too? Jesus, your son needs you.
Like, where is she? And the whole thing of them packing it up and going into a camper, in another state.
Oh, it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. You couldn't pry me from my house.
No. So that's another thing. If she's so distraught, my son's missing, how could you leave? I understand that maybe, okay, they're afraid people are going to go around the house, but some YouTubers have gone down the street and there's nothing going on. Do you remember the laundries?
Uh-huh.
People were camped out on their street for weeks, yelling and screaming at them while they mowed their lawn.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing happened. It's quiet in this neighborhood. She could have stayed home. Nobody's knocking on her door. I know she said she had threats, but, nobody's on the streets threatening Katie. They went home long enough to put new mulch down. That was weird.
Chris is
Fixing up the yard. I don't get it.
Chris is flirting. They're out mulching their yard, but they're living in a camper 3.5 hours away.
Yes, and they're checking out motorcycles, and she comes out and says, that was years ago, but you're wearing the fine Sebastian t-shirt.
Jesus H.
I mean,
Christ.
are we stupid?
Yes.
And they're out dining. I just couldn't do it. If it was my kid, if it was my daughter, I wouldn't be able to eat out. I mean, naturally you have to eat, but I wouldn't be out, sitting on motorcycles and seeing how they feel, not going to vigils.
Oh my God.
And then he goes to the vigil. He talks to Seth. We're going to work together. And then he ignores Seth for a week. And at the end of that week, they go up on a panel together and almost rip each other apart.
Mm-hmm.
And now nobody's working together.
No, nobody's working at all together. That's
No.
It's a total cluster.
They're completely divided.
Yes.
I don't think either one of them can stand. I don't think Katie can stand Seth, and vice versa. Chris obviously doesn't like anybody but himself.
I don't think Katie will speak to Seth because nobody knows Katie like Seth and Chris, because they both, were with her. And I don't think Katie can bullshit Seth. I don't think she can look him in the eye and bullshit Seth where their son is. That's my opinion.
Saying, I want to talk to Katie. This has something to do with Katie. Katie has the answer. And so she's hiding. If I was Seth, I'd be pounding the door down on that camper and be like, we were married. This is our son. Talk to me.
Right.
Talk to me.
But why?
But nothing. There's no communication. And it just seems like, there's no communication with law enforcement. I mean, are they watching YouTube? Are they seeing this mess of a man freaking out on everybody and obviously slipping with his stories? I hope they're writing it all down. Because we can see it.
Yeah, I hope so too. But, TBI, they're so frustrating because they do not name, they won't even clear people in these cases. And it's like, okay, so don't name a suspect. Fine. Could you clear some people though? Could you clear some people? Because that would make their life a lot easier. Whoever's, because we learned this if you followed the Summer Wells case, so there's that as well.
I followed the Summer Wells case, but not like a lot. I was probably into another case at the time.
Yeah.
They never cleared the parents, right?
No.
There's no way.
No way.
Okay.
No.
I was going to say, I mean, at least say, hey, all right, I know that they said it's, that they don't suspect foul play at this point because there's but there's no way that all three of them are cleared.
No, they're not.
I mean, I can't even say I mean, I'm on Seth's side, but I don't know. I mean, or at least, hey, say Seth is cleared. He had an alibi. He was at work, and he was, this is where he was.
Yes. Hey, dear, I'm getting another call. I'm going to answer it. Okay. Thank you so much for calling.
All right.
Call back.
Thank you.
Soon.
Have
All
a
right.
good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Call from Jessica.
606. Thank you for calling.
Hey, Justin, it's Jessica. Hope everybody's doing okay today.
Hey, Jessica. Good to see you.
Okay, at this point, everyone calling Katie a mother is literally like making me rage. She was a carrier. I've now downgraded her to a carrier.
Right.
But my second thing is a lot of women have this delusion, especially if they have biblical knowledge, that to save yourself, the ultimate act of love, like Moses, send your baby down the river and let somebody else raise him.
Oh yeah, we need the
So,
Moses basket here. It feels like it. Yeah.
But no matter what, she knows where he. Unfortunately, I think a lot of this stuff right now is just hoaxes. I wish it were true, but for all these things to show up at one time after 2 months, that's a little bit sus for me.
Yeah.
But she has the calmness because she knows where he, no matter what state that he is in, you know, she knows. She just knows.
I think I mean, in my opinion, there's at least two people that know, in my opinion.
There would just about have to be.
I mean,
technology in the same time.
I don't think if Katie did something foul, if she did, which there's, technically there's not been, law enforcement hasn't said anything to that effect. So
named her a suspect
right,
or a person of interest.
right. But if she did, in my opinion, she could not have done this alone by herself.
No. And I know this sounds sort of crude, but when's the last time? And I'm like 5'6". 115 pounds of dead weight is a lot, Miniker.
It is a lot, yes.
And I hate even saying that, but
well, it is.
I would have. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have to have help. Most people I know would have to have help.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
But a lot of women have that delusional Moses basket thing too, and that can go into the whole suicide thing because any way to quote unquote save them.
It's very interesting you just said that, because this evening that's what we're going to be talking about is filicide. Why usually mothers will unalive a child for, and we're going to talk about those reasons as well.
To save them or to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
I'll definitely tune in tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's.
But yeah, yeah. Yes, but like me and my friends have officially downgraded her. We're no longer calling her that M word. You have to actually protect your child, in my opinion, at all costs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You do not get gifted with it because you give birth or you adopt it or you foster it.
That's right.
You have to earn that.
Amen. Amen.
Well, I will.
Dear, I'm getting another call.
I will tune in tonight.
Well, thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Call from
Neil.
6-1 calling.
Hi.
610, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, yeah.
Okay, 1 second. All right. What's up? How you doing?
No, I'm just calling in to say about the picture of looking very like Sebastian. And I just always thought, it's a pity that the person that took the picture didn't shout out, "Hey, Sebastian."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they said that they were in a hurry. But I mean, if this child has been missing for months, and you think it's very well could be Sebastian, I mean, hit the brakes, right, on the car. Hit the brakes. Like, why are you not, did you not yell Sebastian? Just yell Sebastian. He's gonna look up.
Yeah. I think for future reference, we should just let everybody know that if anybody ever sees a lookalike again, call the authorities.
Pronto.
Before taking a photograph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want to call in and say I love your show. And
Oh, thank you so much.
all right, well,
Thank you, my friend. You from Scotland? Scottish?
I'm from Ireland.
Ireland. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
from Ireland. Yeah. And so, what do you think? Do you think it's Sebastian in the photograph?
I don't think it's Sebastian personally. No,
You don't.
no.
Has
If
it ever been?
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, please.
No, I was going to say, has it ever been verified that those were his pants that they found too, or no?
No, they have just taken them in and they will, test them. But so that's going to take some time, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, just keep praying that he's found safely.
Exactly.
All right. Well, love your show and keep up the good work.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Okay, caller, you can call back in. There we go. One. Thank you for calling, Marlene. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
You look beautiful today.
Thank you.
I just want to say, this is Marlena, by the way. I just want to say that Chris has to be involved. He just has to be. I mean, he is not going to take the blame for anybody else.
I don't think he is either.
He will not. He's so self-absorbed. He will not back anybody. I just can't see it. I can't.
I mean, I think he would. I think he would throw Katie under the bus. I mean, he's already flirting with women
I
that.
think he would throw his own mom under the bus, to be honest.
Oh, I do too. Absolutely.
I mean, he's horrible. I have an ex just like him, and his name is Chris. It's the father of my twins. I cannot stand him. I don't even talk to him.
Could you speak up just a little bit, my dear? Sorry.
I said I have an ex just like him, and I can't stand him. I don't even talk to him.
Yeah.
He's the father of my kids. I haven't talked to him in over 10 years.
I mean, I don't say this very often, but I think he is a true, in my opinion, narcissist.
Absolutely.
Like a legit certified like narcissist. Right?
I think you'd have a therapist head spinning.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen anybody that bad.
I mean, he would make a priest cuss, this man.
Yeah. Exactly.
He would make a priest cuss. I mean,
he would. He absolutely would. I mean, I have to turn. I can't watch him. I can't listen to him. I can't.
He thinks
he makes some adjustments. He makes my blood pressure go so high. I literally check my blood pressure after listening to him, and it's like 180 over 110. I mean, I just want to throw my phone at my TV listening to him. I don't know. Hey, and Katie, you can tell she's terrified of him.
No, honey, that's my number. That's my number on the screen, Christina, baby.
In the interview, she's like, she won't even look at him.
Yeah. She just looks down the whole time, and she says she's looking at a photo of Sebastian.
Oh, shit.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. September, thank you, my dear. Thank you, September. Appreciate you, my love.
And what is this BS about him? Thank you, guys. What is this BS about him? Well, we can't leave the house. Law enforcement doesn't want us to leave the house, but they're out eating and.
Yeah, law enforcement doesn't want us to. Law enforcement doesn't want us to leave the house, but we're just going to be 3.5 hours away in a different state.
That's ridiculous.
Doing our thing, right?
And who thinks about mulching their yard while their kid is gone?
Yes.
Like that wouldn't even cross my mind. Who cares about your yard? My yard would be
Thank you.
Dirt at that point.
Thank you. I'd have been like,
their priorities are all backwards.
Oh,
And
it's totally
I feel so
backwards.
bad for stuff.
Living their best life. Exactly, Rach.
Yeah, yeah, they are living their best life. I really think that he gave her an ultimatum, and she chose his over her son.
I
And hard for her to deal with. I also think that she didn't want Seth to have Sebastian because maybe she would be responsible for paying some kind of support. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it was support per se because they had like a 50-50 thing worked out and there was no support. And I
Yeah, but
guess
if if Chris was abusing Sebastian and Seth found out, I mean, do you think Seth would? I don't know. Do you think Seth would tell TPS?
I don't know. That's the question.
I mean,
Uh,
I don't know. Maybe Chris was afraid of
this is
getting told on.
Ramona says, I called sheriff's department on Monday. Detective says the parents have never been told not to search.
Yeah, that's oh my gosh, just another lie, another debunked lie.
There's so many at this point, there's just
Yeah,
so much that is stacked up, right? That
there's so many red flags.
oh,
I swear it's like Don Wells 2.0.
right. Oh, this is, I mean, this is turning into a Summer Wells case. So Sheer says, so we don't know yet if the pants. No, we're not going to know for probably a minute if those pants are. I mean, I would suspect if those pants are his, he would be somewhere relatively close by.
No, of course, kid. You understand the truth.
Yeah.
That's just so sad. I was so pissed off when hearing Chris say that he likes to piss his pants. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who likes to piss their pants? I mean, maybe he's having accidents because you're abusive, and that's what a lot of
They do everything they can to just point out
the bad in him.
right the flaw, maybe what
Yeah,
flaws, what they consider flaws, or you just don't
yeah,
ever
that's so
hear
sad.
that. You just don't ever hear that whenever someone is missing. You only hear the good about them normally, not
Exactly. I couldn't even think of a bad thing to say about one of my kids. They were
no,
missing.
no.
I mean, no kid is perfect. No parent is perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Sure.
But I couldn't even think of a bad thing to say about my kids.
Right. Right. When someone is missing, they lit up a room when they came in at their, they had.
And I haven't once heard her say, is my son hungry? My son might be hungry. He might, be cold. He needs his medicine. I haven't heard her say anything like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat, sleep. I wondering if my kid is out in the cold. Like I worry about my grandson being out late. I'm calling my daughter. Does he have a sweater on? Like
Sure.
really, you know?
That's
Gosh,
an
it's so sad.
that's what love is, right? That's what
Yeah.
love is making sure that they are okay and taken care of and
And I
safe.
just had to call CPS from one of my neighbors the other day, and I feel bad for doing it. But you know what? I talked to her once. I asked her. She left her not even 2-year-old ride around in the front seat without a car seat, not even strapped into a regular seatbelt. I asked her, "Do you need a car seat? I will buy you a car seat." Oh no, I have one, but she's still letting her. I'm like, no, this is not going to stay. I would feel horrible if something happened to that little girl, you know. And she's not even my kid.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
So how do you love your own kid? I don't get it. I will never understand it.
I may or might not have went to Ben Hill.
Anyways,
Oh,
okay, back to my bed rest.
all right, honey. Take care of yourself, okay?
Love you guys.
All right. Love you too. Bye bye. Share, he was in North Carolina, but I hear he's back now. I'm late again. What's new with the pants? So the pants is they're being looked at, but that is all. That's all that we have at this point. Legend of no sprouts. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna turn the lines off for now. There we go. All right, guys. I will be back later this evening. Um, Probably 5 or 6 ish this evening. I'll set something. This evening we're going to be talking about filicide. What is it? Um, Cases that have happened. Um, why does it happen? And all of that. And is it possible that this could be a case of filicide? Is it Could it be something that Katie did not want anyone to have Sebastian other than herself? And if she could not have Sebastian, she didn't want Seth to have Sebastian full time. She wanted, it can be a reason to punish others. So we're going to talk about that. We'll see if that could be possible. Um, don't know. We have no idea. They're not even technically being, named. They're just not being named suspects at this time. Uh, you can take that however you want it. I personally think that nobody vanishes out of their room or out of their home and just disappears. I just don't think. And that's exactly right, Jared. That's exactly what I said earlier. She couldn't have done this by herself. She could not have done this by herself. She could not have physically done this by herself, even. Just made April. Thank you so much, Sebastian Strong. 1 month. Thank you, my dear. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. So very sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, dear. All right, guys. I'll see you guys this evening. I've got to go do some things, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining me for the afternoon show. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't know if those are his pants or not, but time will tell. Time will tell. We'll see you guys later this evening for our evening show. Love you guys. Bye bye.